It's Friday, February 1st, and we are wrapping up the fourth week of the 83rd Texas Legislature. I'm Daniel Williams, field organizer and legislative specialist with Equality Texas. The Texas Legislature meets on odd-numbered years for 140 days. So we're 25 days down and 115 to go. On Tuesday, Governor Perry delivered the State of the State address to a joint session of the legislature. While laying out various policy objectives, the governor said that each Texan deserves to inherit a state of equality and opportunity. We couldn't agree more, Governor. So we hope to look forward to your support of House Bill 238 and Senate Bill 237, which would prohibit employment discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity or expression. Every Texan deserves the right to work and provide for themselves and their family without fear of losing their job just for being their authentic self. HB 238 and SB 237 would help ensure the inheritance of equality and opportunity that the governor seeks. Please call your lawmakers today and tell them to support these important bills. On Thursday, members of the House received their committee assignments. Both the House and Senate are divided into multiple committees, each of which deals with different areas of legislation. On the House side, every member serves on at least two committees, one that's selected by seniority and the other that's chosen by the Speaker of the House, Joe Straus. There are a number of committees in the House that consider legislation that affects the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. Of particular interest are the House Economic and Small Business Development Committee, which will consider Employment Non-Discrimination Bill, House Bill 238, and the House Public Health Committee, which will consider House Bill 201, which seeks to ensure that all Texas children can get documentation that accurately reflects their legal parents. In Texas, as in most states, it's standard practice for the courts, after issuing an order of adoption, to order what's called a supplemental birth certificate that reflects the names of the newly adopted parents. This is done because the primary way to establish the parental relationship is a birth certificate. If you've ever tried to enroll your kid in school, you'll know that they're going to ask you for a birth certificate. Try to put your kid on your health insurance and you'll need a birth certificate. Take your kid to a new doctor. Birth certificate. Passport? Yeah, you're going to need a birth certificate. There are over 37,000 kids in this state with two moms or two dads. And the way the law is written right now, those children do not have documentation that accurately reflects their parents because those supplemental birth certificates can only have one of their parents on it. The way the code is written, supplemental birth certificates have two lines for parents. One for a woman who is the mother, and one for a man who is the father. That law was changed in '97. We're working to have it changed so that every child can have their legal parent on their birth certificate. Being a parent is the hardest job anyone will ever have, and the state shouldn't be making it harder. If you're on our email list and live in a district of any of the members of these two committees, you should have received an email from us asking you to call your member and tell them to make employment non-discrimination and accurate birth certificates a priority. Please, please make that phone call. We are building a state of equality in Texas, and we need everyone to help make that possible. If you don't get our email alerts, please go to equalitytexas.org right now and sign up. With committee assignments made in the House, things are about to really speed up under the Pink Dome in Austin. Become our fan on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to us on YouTube to make sure you're kept up to date. If you're in Dallas tonight, you can join us for the Mary Martini Mixer at Illume. On February 9th, we have an event in Garland for people interested in learning about adoption in the LGBT community. And be sure to join us on Monday, March 11th for Equality Texas Lobby Day at the Capitol. Information on all of our upcoming events is available at equalitytexas.org under the Events Calendar tab. Until next week, I'm Daniel Williams, field organizer and legislative specialist with Equality Texas.